Why'd you give your answer that you gave? You said that for men it's 38 to 45, and then 30 to 35 for women.
Yes, I just believe most of them haven't went through enough life experience to really know what they want or to even know themselves enough. So I think it takes many years and different stages in life to understand who you really are, to even find what you really want. Okay. And I feel like
from the female perspective.
Yeah, I feel like for women, they are looking for something human nature early on that they don't even realize. So they're searching for something, but that changes when you get older because you realize that that's not really what you needed. And the same with men. I think that they are searching for something that is instilled in us, but they don't know what it is, and they discover it later. I think it's hard for you to know what it is at an early age until you actually gained wisdom.
From the male or female perspective?
Both.
Okay, so
I think women want love, and they don't know how to even love themselves. So they do a lot of things at a young age before they love themselves. And I think men, they both have to provide a certain type of value, and neither one of them really know how to provide that value at an early age. And they don't even know how to seek it or know it for themselves. So I think at a later on in life, they both have reached an area where they're like, I know myself, I know what I need to bring, and vice versa. Not everybody, obviously, it can all be subjective. It can all be, I know people who have been married since they were teenagers and, they grew together. But I think it matters of if they can actually grow together. If one of them stops growing and the other one continues growing, they're going to get a divorce.
I'm just curious, knowing this information right now, what age would you actually date somebody as a man?
I'm sorry?
For example, what age would you want to date a man now? Because you're 37, so what age would be good for you think?
I want someone my age or 45.
No younger, right?
Not really, no.
Interesting.
No, did you want to say, you want to touch on that more? So do you think a woman has the best dating options when she's 30 to 35?
I think it depends. It depends on the woman's, what she thinks about herself. Because I feel like I have more dating options now than when I was younger.
Not the cap.
Just saying.
Would it be
gang?
Yeah, I mean, would it be fair to say that how you feel about something doesn't necessarily mean that it's real? Because feelings are subjective, but reality is fairly objective. And what I mean by that is, you might feel like you have more options now, but do you think you would have had more men now or 15 years prior?
A long time ago.
Well, I was 15 years prior.
Yeah.
And no, I think you don't show up as that person when you're that young. I didn't believe in my own self when I was that young.
Yeah, of course.
Now I show up like, oh no,
I'm that bitch.
No.
But do you think that's attractive to the man you're trying to attract?
Yes, because I don't think I'm an independent woman. I value a man, and I want a man, and I love a man, and I need a man. I don't sit here and be like, oh, I'm this independent. I don't need no. I want you, and I'm gonna value, and I'm gonna bring you what you need. Bring me, so I'm bringing peace. I've worked on myself a lot.
So you want a man? Do you feel like you need a man?
Yes.
So which one is it? Is it you want a man or do you need
Both.
a man?
I want a man and I need a man.
Okay.
They're the same thing.
Not necessarily.
Well, if you need food, you still want the food, but you need it.
Yeah, but one's like elective versus the other one is like mandatory.
Yeah.
So both. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying both, but which one weighs out?
I
more?
like men, and I need a man. I feel like in human nature, women are designed to have a man be with them, and vice versa.
Okay.
I follow principles.
Did you have something, George?
No.
No, I was just gonna say. So you think it's best to be 30 to 35 as a woman to find?
I think that is when you're gonna probably find what you really want. You'll know yourself better. You're not gonna search for something that is not what you really want. You're gonna know yourself better, so you're gonna be like, "This is what I really want." You're not gonna put up with. Well, I'm not gonna say you're not because it depends on everybody's journey.
No, you're right. You're not gonna put up with certain behaviors.
You know,
when you're older as a female.
Yeah.
But that will also hurt you.
And I agree.
Like I disagree with you on that a woman, and I guess because you're probably gonna say something similar about being older and being able to find a guy. I think as women age, their ability to find the guy that they want goes down alongside it. You're gonna have to make more and more concessions as you get older.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I found
Absolutely
way
not.
better men at this age now.
Wait. So you're single right now, and she just got with someone for 3 years at 40.
Oh no,
So-
but we just broke up. Like
And I
a
was
month ago.
married for a long
Because-
time.
We were
Why'd you break
together for
up?
2 years.
Why?
I just felt like I didn't break. It wasn't a breakup because of he's an amazing person, and I love him.
So what'd you do?
No, I think no.
Amazing.
No, everybody has different. Okay, I'm not a selfish person.
You are.
No. That's why I broke up, because I feel like he needed himself. He didn't ever have a time to work on. I feel like
Birch.
he should have,
You're coping right now.
or I feel like I felt like he
Right.
needed himself to build himself and not really focus on me.
Did he tell you that?
In a way,
How?
I didn't want to be selfish, because I'm like, you know what, live your life, do what you have to do. I'm gonna do what I have to do. And when you feel more confident in the relationship, come back. And if you find somebody else, that's okay too.
So you made the choice for him.
Yeah, because I feel like it was not. I didn't feel like it was healthy.
Okay.
So,
It wasn't fair.
So question, how did he feel not confident though? Did he go out?
I'm not. No.
lying?
I don't know if it made him feel unconfident. That's not for me to know. I just felt like in the relationship, he was putting a lot of stress on himself.
To make it work.
On himself, yeah. And I just wanted him to focus on what he needed to focus on his own career building, because he's working on stocks and stuff like that.
It's not you, it's me.
No, for real.
Basically.
So
no.
true love is freedom. But
I feel like it.
you making that choice for him though. I mean, that's kind of
No. Well, I know there was options, but
Oh, I'm sure it was.
yeah, there was.
Yeah.
I said, let's be a team player. He felt he needed more time for himself. So I said, now I felt like that was selfish on his part. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to be selfish. I'm going to give you what you need. And if we come back around.
So he wanted to work on his business, but you wanted more time for you. He didn't want to do that.
No, I wanted us to build a team, like be
together.
team player. I have a business, he's run, and I wanted us to like do it together. He was like, no, I need to focus on mine. So I was like, I don't feel like, so I just felt like he needed to be him, like just focus on him. And then maybe a year from now we can try it again or whatever. I don't know, but it's not for me. I don't want to force anything.
A year from now, 3 dicks down the line, who knows?
You guys want me to translate that womanese for y'all?
Yes, please do.
I got you guys right now, man.
Oh.
So that was translation. I was exceeding him in financial situations. I was the leader in the relationship. He necessarily didn't have frame. I was dictating the shots. I had more value to bring than he did. It wasn't an equal value exchange. I know my worth because I've built myself to a certain point. He was more focused on me versus his own business. I'm outgrowing him. I'm going to find something better. So I'm going to make the executive decision to leave this guy and find something worth my while.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yes.
I can't
Sense,
say
bro.
no, because I do love him.
Look.
He was the one that wasn't
Here's the
willing
thing.
to
This is
give
exactly
me the love.
why. This is exactly why younger women are better candidates a lot of times for relationships.
Facts.
Women have less tolerance for ineptitude as they age, and you're a perfect example of that. You're successful. You make your own money. You're an entrepreneur. If he doesn't have his shit all the way together,
But I didn't need that. He needed it. I never said you have to have all your shit together. I said, let's work together. He didn't want to work together. So I was like, bro, why am I with you?
If you notice,
the,
right?
The point is, though, is that like, see, you were like, yo, let's work together because I don't like where you're at. We need to exceed. We need to get better. You put a burner performance
know
on
what?
him, and he didn't like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. And I acknowledge it.
So, but here's the thing. Let's say he dated a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old, a 21-year-old. She wouldn't be on him like that to do that and emasculate him, because when women do stuff like that, whether you accept it or not, you're emasculating him to a degree.
Yeah.
That's and here's the other thing too, women don't even notice this. When a woman is trying to tell you, oh, let's work together, or hey, let me coach you, let me motivate you, blah, 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 they take on a masculine role, and that shit's annoying.
Right.
Oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Women become naturally bitchy when they're in that vibe where they're trying to tell you what to do. So guys hate that shit. So you're in your masculine, he's in his feminine, you're trying to push him to be better, blah, blah, blah. I've always said it, when a girl's got to push you to be better, you already lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the moment
So-
you gotta tell him to become better for himself, you already lost right
Yep.
there and then. Because once again, you might love him, but he needs time for himself, which is true.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you tell him what to do.
And,
kind of a turn
and
off.
the thing is that older women that have their own money that are successful
Yeah.
have less tolerance for a dude that's not on his shit. That's just how it goes. You know what I mean? I mean, you're an example that you're a successful entrepreneur. He's not on his P's and Q's. Hey, you're not on your P's and Q's. Let's work together. Let's get you up. Well, what you don't realize is that you're inadvertently putting him in a more feminine role by doing that. Because now you got to
That's why we broke up. because I didn't want to do that. I never did it to him. I never told him do this. I said, but I said, work on you, focus on you, and then we can come back around to it because it wasn't fair. I'm not gonna sit there and tell him what he has to do. I'm not.
But
I
if
understand
you're
that.
22,
I'm a fucking magician.
you know what, babe? I'll follow your lead. But you already established. So for you, it's like, you know what? I'm already here.
See, I had to translate it for her to finally admit that.
No,
She didn't want to say
I'll
that,
follow the lead. I'll follow lead all day. I'm not one of those. I know how to submit.
Stop the cap.
So why'd you leave?
Because I felt like he said, I felt like we were battling for no reason. So I'm like, this is stupid. Like, and I knew I could see
But
where
do
it
you
was
see my
going.
point now? This all is to bring back to my original argument that younger women don't have that habit of doing that. Older women will sit there and challenge you and say, what the fuck, and get your shit together.
No,
blah,
I
blah.
never said what the
Younger
fuck. I
women
never
would-
said nothing to him.
You said battling.
No.
You said battling. Yeah, you battled with them.
You battled him and you tried to motivate him to be better. But 15 years ago, you wouldn't have been in that position to battle him, etc. You would have been more happier with his earning capacity. But since you're accomplished yourself, you've gained some income, you've gained some status, etc. You're going to hold him to a higher standard. This is what I'm trying to say. Older women have higher standards, which is cool. But the problem is that as you get higher standards, the pool of candidates that qualify shrink.
That's true.
So that's why I argue, as a woman, you're better off finding a guy when you're younger versus older. Because as you age, your standards go up, but men don't necessarily care about what you bring to the table financially now.
And then when a younger woman gets with a man, when she hits 30, she's divorcing him.
She's like, I'm out of here.
So the same shit. It
It's the
doesn't
same
matter.
shit.
What do you mean? As far
She's
as
going to wake up and be like, this ain't what I want.
Then
That's-
bye.
So
Wait.
what's the point? You
Because
might as
that's
well
what
wait
happened
till
to
you're a
me.
little older and then make sure you really are
Yeah.
solid with that person. You both are on solid grounds.
well, I mean, statistically speaking, older women initiate divorce way more than younger women do. But
Right.
I mean,
So they're going to be married for 7-8 years and the girl's going to divorce him anyway.
yeah, but it's better to get.
Now he's 50.
Why not? If it's they're going to divorce anyway, why not get?
So
a
they're
younger,
still going to end up older, single.
No, because for the man, why not get a younger, hotter girl, have a child with her, decrease the chances of potentially being divorced because now she has a little bit more to lose, and get a girl when she's at her prime. Why get a girl that's older? She can't give you kids. She's going to give you a headache. She's going to be more focused on her career. Why get that when you can get a younger woman?
I feel like I give them less headaches than the younger girls.
No, you don't.
That's what you could think.
You're single.
I was just in a relationship.
I wouldn't know why.
But you're
Half
bossing
the
them
girls
around.
here are single. Clearly, that
Same
doesn't make a
thing.
difference.
No. But you
Well,
don't understand
Your
that.
age is the difference.
Like, yeah, like the thing is that when
I'm telling y'all don't know.
See,
All
you don't
right.
even notice it. Like, you've been interrupting me several times when I've been making points, which is a very masculine trait, which is cool. That's probably why you earn quite a bit of money. But understand that that is not attractive to a majority of men. Like when you're combative, not agreeable, assertive, dominant, which is cool. Make your
But
money.
notice the
But
key word she
it's not
said.
attractive to men, though.
She said, I'm going to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
So you know what you got to do.
Yeah.
All right. Do you agree with? I'm assuming you probably agree with some of her sentiments.
Some
Copy and
stuff I
paste.
agree, but the reason why, really, I don't think there's an age on men when they find love. I just think it's the right woman. When she comes along, they want to change. That's why I put like 55. It might be 60. There's no age on that, but I do believe in far as your worth, meaning you don't have to be old to know what your worth is. I was like this at 19 and 20. And when they go about, if a man is older, he wants a younger girl, he wants her pushover because she doesn't know anything. I need a man.
A pushover.
A man who's
pushover?
going to lead me. And I was like this at 19. I was like this at 20, 21, 22, because my father, who's a leader, who led my mom, who's been married for 43 years old, he instilled that into me. So there is a difference. So yeah, I'm not even attracted by men who, I say, prey on younger women to their benefit. That's a turnoff to me.
Mhm.
And it has nothing to do with age. I feel like any woman who, if they knew their worth, would understand I have a voice. I am a woman. It's not about me cutting you off or being disrespectful. It's about a man being a leader and not being intimidated by whatever it
queen.
might be. So I do get a little irritated when I hear that whole age thing. We want a younger girl. We want a younger girl because that's a weak man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that weak.
That's a weak man. He doesn't want the battle. I do also agree that, yes, a woman should
Okay.
allow a man to have a voice. I struggle with that. I was married and I'm now divorced. I had to learn that, to not be so in his face and pointing fingers and trying to break him down. That was my,
nigga.
right. That was me.
Get it right.
Right. So no, I understand how that feels. Like, let me just calm down. And I found ways to be able to communicate to him like he's a man.
All right, let me ask you a question. So you think a guy that wants a woman that's younger wants a pushover?
Absolutely. That's how what you just said to me is how that sounds to me.
Okay. Do you want a man that's taller than you?
Do I want a man that's what?
Would you, if given the chance, would you prefer a man that was taller than you?
That's taller than me.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter to me about height.
Preference-wise, yes. Or no?
Preference-wise, my height. Yeah.
Okay, bare minimum, right?
Or
If
bare
not
minimum.
taller.
If
Would
not
you want a
taller.
guy that's stronger than you physically?
Absolutely. He needs to be able to protect me.
Okay. Would you want a man that's makes more money than you?
Yes, preferably. But if he's there and he has the will
Okay.
to go, we could do
So
it together.
Would you want a man that is more competent than yourself and has more experience than yourself?
No, I need a man that's willing to learn. He doesn't always have to know everything.
Yeah,
That's-
but
that's me.
should he be more competent than yourself? Because you said you want a man that's leader, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
But the competent and being a leader, that's not the same thing.
You can't
his
lead if you're not
knowledge.
competent.
Well, on some things, it depends on what we're talking about.
But
So
overall, you want him to be the leader most of the time, correct?
I will. That's his role as a man,
Okay.
to be a leader.
Okay.
That
What
is-
if? So these are your preferences, correct?
Yes.
And I would argue most women probably want these things, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
What if I said women that want a man who's better than a man of your regard are stupid, retarded, short, and weak?
And that's okay. That's your opinion.
No. Hold on. I sound stupid, don't I? For saying that.
No, you just sound like that's your,
It is stupid. Let's call a spade a spade.
that's your opinion.
If I were to say that women are stupid, weak, short, and inadequate for wanting a man that's taller, stronger, and makes more money than them, I would sound like a moron. Because these are hardwired traits that women look for in men, which is natural.
Mhm.
It's reality. Why is it that when a man says, I want a younger woman who's going to be feminine and submissive and follow my lead, that's considered being a pushover?
That's
Stop the show. Hold on. See what I did there? I took your biological wants
Mhm.
and I demonized them, and I sounded like a fucking idiot.
Mhm.
Why is it that it's okay for women to demonize a man's biological wants and not be an idiot?
You're supposed to be, as a man, uplift a woman and get a woman to be on your level.
You didn't answer the question. Why are your biological wants and needs not demonized, but mine are?
Me personally, I haven't demonized them.
You
just
quite
did
literally
earlier.
said a
I mean,
second
so-
ago, a man that wants a woman that's going to follow his lead, that's younger than him, is a pushover. But then when I took your
I did say
biological
that.
wants and needs,
I did say that.
and I said them, and I said, "Oh, you're weak, stupid, incompetent." I sound stupid saying that.
Sorry,
Well,
Twitch.
why is it okay for women to attack what men want, but if I attack what women want, I sound like an idiot? Men don't attack what women want. We accept it. If I'm a bum as a man, I got to get my money up. I want a bad bitch. I got to get my money up, get my status up, get my clout up, etc. Men understand that we have to perform to get women. But why do women, for some odd reason, think that what a man wants is stupid, or he's a pushover, or he's controlling, or this other stuff? Why are our preferences demonized?
That's how that works.
Okay, but-
I didn't write this. This is what we decide to do and change the narrative of what the Bible says. That's something different.
Okay,
But
what
that's
book,
your role.
What chapter says? men
I don't know
men
the great
can't
chapter.
date younger
I
women.
can't quote. I
'Cause
can't
there's
quote it. No, but I know I've read it. And you guys know
Stupid.
this.
Not more than me.
But if you read it, then you know it. You know it.
I understand leadership. I'm just saying what portion says, hey, if you're an older guy, don't date younger women.
And I didn't say that. Listen, you
Yes,
can
you
do
did.
whatever you want to do.
Okay.
And date whoever you like.
Okay.
These are my principles and what I believe in. You can date someone, you can be 80 and have a 22-year-old girlfriend. I don't care. But for me and my
Whichever.
standards,
Okay.
and for the women who I try to uplift and empower, I believe that a very strong man, really, age shouldn't even be a factor. He should want a queen.
So he should,
It shouldn't be. It should not be an age thing.
so he should,
Whatever
he
age
should
she
go to
is.
work, go to his business, battle all those battles. Come on, battle you too.
You said what? No, I'm not going to battle you.
You just said he should be able to fight.
Yeah,
No.
it's a battle.
What is he fighting?
War? Ooh,
No.
yeah.
What is he fighting?
What I'm trying to say, once again,
Absolutely.
a man is a leader and I follow his lead. Okay, I am his queen. I'm here to support him,
Okay.
and he should support me the same way. And this is a team effort. That's it. And age should not be a factor. And to go back to the reason why I picked the age, I just threw that age out there. But really, in reality, a man finds love whatever age he decides to find love.
See, I
There
like
is
how
no
you said,
age on it.
so age shouldn't be a factor. Fair. We're going to go ahead and kill the Twitch stream. Guys, come on over to YouTube. We're going to kill Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter. Come on over to YouTube and Rumble. Rumble.com/freshfit and or on YouTube. Okay, so let's go ahead and say it shouldn't be a factor. How about this? Height shouldn't be a factor for men. Women should date guys that are 5'2". Money shouldn't be a factor either. Girls should date bums.
Go, King.
Go, King.
It
Go,
shouldn't
King.
be.
But why would you? But why would you? If as a king, as a leader, why would you want to be a bum? Why would you want your family to be in a cardboard box?
Oh, no, as a queen, why not accept
But no,
the guy?
no, You're a king. You're a leader. Why would you want your family homeless on the streets in a cardboard box as a man and a leader?
Damn.
That makes sense.
Why would
Y'all
you
see
want
what I
that?
just did there?
Wait,
Check to see what's going on.
Why would a king want an older woman who's old and she can't give birth properly? And
That's-
she's like, oh, my back hurts, my neck hurts. It's a king. Why should he have a nice
Now-
old girl with a big ass walking around Miami who's full of vitality? You know what I'm saying? Why? He's a king, though,
It's just
right?
funny to me because, like, here's the thing: you're saying men shouldn't want younger women. It shouldn't be that way. They should just pick a queen. But if I were to go ahead and say, well, it shouldn't be that way, you should find a guy. There's a bunch of bums that are great men, great personalities, can tell you stories for days. Why don't women pick them? Because
Do you think God really wanted you to pick someone who's homeless and in a box?
Hold on.
no,
Do you
I'm
really
just
think that
using-
God wants you to
you
suffer
are the logic
and
is
to
flying.
be?
Hold on, stop. The logic
Do
is
you really
flying
think that's
over
what
your
it
head.
attended?
Do you not
No,
see?
I heard what you said, but
no,
I'm
no,
just
the logic is flying
going
over your
below the
head.
surface.
Because you don't see here that on one side men can't have preferences while they should accept women how they come, but men are supposed to accept
No,
women.
you can have whatever preference you want. You ask me my opinion,
Your opinion is incorrect, unfortunately.
and I think yours is incorrect. So now what does that leave
What's
us?
incorrect is specifically?
You're saying what you basically said that all men want younger women.
Most men.
Most men.
Okay, most and
prefer
all
younger
is too
women.
different.
I never said all.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm just telling
Nice
you.
try.
I'm just telling you my opinion and my
But
preference.
your
How I look
opinion
at
is
it.
incorrect.
And also, you have to factor he might not want kids. What if he doesn't want kids?
Even better.
And so that's once again, age shouldn't be a factor. There's so many other things.
Then height shouldn't be a factor, and neither should income. But that's asinine for me to say that because women look for these things, correct?
Some,
A majority do.
some,
A majority of
because
women.
they want stability.
Okay.
They want a king.
And men.
They need
men,
to feel safe.
And men
Want a
want a
queen.
woman that's
They want
young,
to feel safe.
that's attractive, that they feel safe is going to be able to bear their kids.
As a man, it is your job to make a woman feel safe. So
Fact.
figure it out.
Figure it out.
Regardless of whatever it is that she needs to do, as a man, it is your job to make a woman
As a
feel
woman,
safe.
it's your job to bear children so they don't come out.
Exactly. So I want to say this. So I'm going to say, I want to say this. I want to say this. I get it. I hear you guys. I hear exactly what you're saying. You're saying it from a man's perspective, and I'm saying it from a woman's perspective. You guys all have mothers, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, hopefully.
What kind of man would you want your mother to date?
I mean, she had me when she was 20, so.
Regardless, what kind of man would you envision your mother being with? Can I get the cricket sound thing? The thing that goes.
No, because you're deflecting.
No, I'm not deflecting.
You're 1,000%
I'm not.
deflecting.
I'm just saying a man is supposed to lead. I just said
Cool. And a woman should be able to bear his children, and younger women have a better chance of doing that. Period. Like, there's no discussion,
discussion.
here. Men
But you-
since the beginning of time have preferred younger, fertile, attractive women. Women since the beginning of time have preferred men that were taller, stronger, and more competent than themselves. Why is it that the female standard doesn't need to move? Girl should be able to demand whatever she wants. But if I say, okay, well, men want this in return. Whoa! It shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't want a woman that's younger because she's a pushover. No. We don't look at y'all and say, you guys are stupid because you want a man that's more competent than you. Why is it that the male standard is always demonized? You're sitting here coping times a million on biological fact. I don't know.
all I'm saying is.
You don't hear that.
No,
what
I
you
hear
said
you.
is not rooted in
most
reality.
young-
No, I
women
actually
are not
hear you
living-
guys. I'm not here to like put a man down. I hear you guys loud and clear.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge advocate on a man as a man and as a woman, we play our role. I hear you guys. But at the end of the day, we only go with you guys, how you set the tone. That's it. That's our job. That's our role. Shouldn't be an age
And
discrepancy
who is
on
more
it.
likely to follow the tone? A younger woman who is still moldable, or an older woman who's stuck
That's
in
the
her
word
ways?
I don't like moldable. And it depends on
No.
her upbringing and what her parents instilled in her.
Cultural.
Any woman who
Don't use the
follows-
word mobile. What did you
Hold
say?
on,
No,
hold on.
moldable. I don't
Hold
like
on,
that.
hold
That's
on.
like a robot.
Number one, I'm going to use whatever term I want to use.
It's like a
Your guest
robot.
on this
Well, I
podcast,
apologize.
number one. Don't forget your place.
Yes, I
Number
apologize.
two, if I want to say moldable, I'm going to say moldable. It is moldable because a man needs to teach his girl to be the best girlfriend for him. So what does he have to do? He has to mold her to become that woman.
No,
So
God,
what's more
show her.
attractive?
God teaches
What-
her.
what-
She got to follow principles.
Well, guess what? It's 2023, and a lot of these
I
women ain't
follow-
religious no more.
and
A lot
that's
of
the
these women
problem.
don't.
So none of them are ready.
Stop interrupting. Stop interrupting. It's 2023. Men have to adapt to the current world that we're in. Women are more promiscuous than ever before. Women
Yep.
don't have religion. A lot of women don't have a father. So
Absolutely.
what has to happen? The boyfriend has to come in a lot of times, or the masculine figure in her life, a lot of times going to be the boyfriend or the fiance, whatever it may be. He's got to teach her how to be a proper girlfriend for him. That's a leader, okay? Because a lot of women don't come pre-assembled as they used to be 60, 70 years ago, which is what you guys are referring to. So the guy's got to mold her into the girlfriend he wants. Now, who's more likely to follow his lead appropriately? A younger woman who's more impressionable, or an older woman stuck in her ways that's an entrepreneur, aggressive, assertive, and built herself up?
It depends on her upbringing.
The answer is A. it's the woman that's younger and more impressionable, not the older woman. Period. Because the woman that's older, that's built herself up, she's going to be less agreeable, more assertive, more dominant, because that's how she made herself into the woman that she is. When a person is an A-type personality, they're not going to sit there and let someone else dictate how they do things, because that's what made them successful in the first place, being A-type personality. You can't turn it off. That's a lie.
The molding part, what is that? When you say mold, what does that mean?
For example, let's say you meet me for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what I like. You don't know what I'm about. But over time, I'll tell you, hey, you know what? I'm into this. I'm into this. Then as a woman that wants to be with me, all right, this is what he wants me to be for him. Simple. It's being moldable, being coachable. It's simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's your job to fall into frame. Like, I get what you're saying, like, oh, but a woman's voice, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm not saying a woman's opinion is completely irrelevant, but there's a reason why across different cultures since the beginning of time, men have preferred quiet women. Sex, silence, and sandwiches, they make that joke. Men don't really give a shit about opinionated women. No one likes a girl that always has an opinion on everything.
It's a turnoff.
The most annoying thing ever is bringing her girl to a social function, and she's over here talking with everybody, giving her opinion, blah, blah, blah. Men don't give a fuck about none of that stuff. Like,
No,
they really
we never-
don't.
yeah.
We never said they do. And I said
We
I
never
agree
said
with
they
that.
do.
We never said they do.
Yeah.
We don't
They
care.
never, we don't care. And I did
we
say
both
that.
be quiet. We
And I
don't-
said
if we
that.
got a good man
So
that
why
follows
y'all making an
principles-
argument for being able to give an opinion?
But this is
No, we didn't.
This is why men like dating younger women, because they're less opinionated versus older. It's like, oh, I have an opinion. Don't ask for your opinion.
Because they don't know shit.
but they don't know. They never met Maddie and Caddy.
And they don't know
'Cause
anything.
I feel like we
Thank God.
talk less.
Thank God.
Yo.
I mean, look, man.
I'm just saying.
Look, like I said before, men overwhelmingly prefer younger women. That's a fact. Okay, men like women that are more submissive, docile, etc.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And women that are combative, assertive, dominant, which you two are, because you guys are both entrepreneurs. That's cool, but that's less attractive to men.
But we follow principles.
So you only date Christian men?
No, I follow a man who follows certain principles. I actually
Okay.
dated a Moroccan man who was Muslim for 7 years, and we're very good together. And I only
Where's
broke
he
up
now?
with him
And you
because
broke up with
he became an alcoholic.
Where's his principles now?
Exactly. Well, that is exactly. No, he
Yo,
actually, he
like-
still loves me to this day.
Yes.
We're
Anyway.
still.
Yo, fuck
Yeah.
Mark.
Look. What you ladies don't understand, right, is that men curve women silently, women curve men overtly. If a guy comes up to you that you don't like, you're gonna tell him, I have a boyfriend, I'm not interested, blah blah blah, to get him out of there, or give him a fake number. If a guy meets a girl he doesn't like, he's gonna have sex with her, do something casual, never give her the title. The thing is that women don't understand that men curve you silently when you do stupid shit that he doesn't like. He's just never gonna tell you, man, you're really annoying. Damn. Man, you're really loud. Man, you got an opinion about everything. Damn, she's always fighting me on shit. They just don't take you seriously. They keep you in the sex loop only, and that's what it is. So the thing is with y'all is you say, oh, I got these guys hitting me up, blah, blah, blah. Guys that are super masculine, guys that got their shit together, etc. They don't want to come home and have to debate their wife or have a discussion
We don't
about
debate.
or
We
hear
don't
her
debate.
opinions. They don't want that shit. They want a girl that's just gonna be quiet, submissive. They already got to go out into the world and fight. They don't want to come home and fight you.
Yeah.
And this is what older women can't get through their head a lot of the times is that you're never going to be able to compete with a girl that's 21, that's attractive, that's feminine and docile. You're just not. Like, we don't care about your money. We don't care about your status. We don't care about how much of a queen you are. No, we will go ahead and elevate a girl that is a peasant into a queen versus dealing with a woman who thinks she's a queen.
Bro, she made him drink, man.
Yeah,
No, like, she was
And the crazy part is everything he's saying I agree with though.
I
That's
do
not
too.
the argument. We agree with it.
I
What he's
agree with it.
saying.
I
Yo,
didn't
we agree.
disagree.
Yo, my nigga
Uh,
said 7 years? 7 years? No, nigga.
Oh, shit.
7 years.
Fuck the
Okay.
one.
What about you? What about you? It's Israel.
Yeah. What do you think? Feminism is one of the biggest lies told to women, man. Get a career, get a bag. That's going to create happiness for you. Look, both these women are successful entrepreneurs, but they still want a man.
Yep.
And we don't teach that either. We
What's
don't
that?
teach them to not want a man. We
You need a
tell them
man.
You need a man.
You need
Find
a
a man
man.
and live by certain principles, and you're
I would
gonna
argue
find
it's the
a
other
man.
way around. We tell women, you don't need a man, get it yourself.
No.
No, why
You need a man.
You need a
It's-
man.
It says it. That's a principle. It says men and women
Yeah,
are.
but in
just-
mainstream society nowadays,
I'm not following that. I follow what is taught in the book. I'm
I
not
mean, you're
following.
saying that, but your actions show otherwise.
No. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you get in the bag,
She going to hell, man.
right? Free.
Holy.
Okay. We'll talk about feminism because maybe you could be saved. You're only 18. But yeah. But yeah,
Come to
bro.
Pretty Mogul will help.
I think that's one of the biggest lies we tell women is like chase a career, chase a bag, etc. versus like chasing a man and a family because you only have a certain amount of time as a female to get the best guy that you can get. And it's typically going to be in your best years where you can attract the best man.
Yeah.
But as you get older, your chance of finding that guy kind of go down, unfortunately.
Like you got a chance. Y'all too late.
Y'all disagree?
But you
Yes.
got a chance.
I agree.
You got a
to
chance?
understand. Yeah,
Alright.
I agree. To understand.
I feel like you're not as smart when you're young. So you be looking for those bozos that are your age and you're
But hold on. Let me ask you a question. Do men care about competence to the same level as women?
No.
no.
So why do y'all? So you see,
But they don't want a bozo girl either who's lost.
What did I say before? Moldable, correct? If a girl's moldable,
If you're
coachable,
coachable.
she's willing to learn, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can
But
meet
that
her,
could-
and she's not the smartest, but you can make her better, correct?
But that could happen at any age.
Nah.
As long as she's moldable.
At a certain age, sometimes you gotta admit though, women may be stubborn.
True. I
Wait,
will.
Yeah.
So
a
you
girl
might
is
be
less
different.
likely to learn at 30
Yeah.
versus at 20.
I agree.
She's
Yeah.
a girl that's younger is more willing to change and accept your frame versus a woman that's 30.
Yeah.
Like that's just what it is. So like you're saying, oh, y'all want a bozo, blah blah blah. Men don't care about competence to the same level that you do because men don't look for security. Women look for security.
Mhm.
I'm not getting with a chick expecting her, man, I need a girl that's gonna be a leader and not be an idiot so that she can lead me. No, I get with a girl, yo, is she attractive? Is she not gonna give me a pain and a headache and shit like that? That's what men look for. Like it's funny how girls like take their wants and needs
I'm
and
pushing
they
on
expect
us.
men to have the same wants and needs. We're not the same. We don't give a fuck about
No,
your ability to
you're
provide
not.
security.
You're
That's why I
absolutely
could walk into a Burger King. If it's a bad chick and she's attractive and she's not a pain in the ass,
Let's
I'll
go.
take her on a date.
Facts.
Y'all go to Burger King, you see an attractive guy that's 21, y'all ain't looking at that nigga twice.
Yeah.
Facts.
Come on,
I do
man.
agree with that though.
It's not
I
the
agree.
same.
We say that
never
all the
said
time.
Yeah,
We
we
say
never
that all the
disagreed
time.
with
Nigga,
you.
make me a burger.
Yeah,
we
well,
get that.
yeah,
We never
and-
disagreed with you though.
No. It's not about disagreeing. It's about y'all think that we have the same wants and attractions that you guys do, and we don't. It's different.
Most women do. Most women do at their age, they don't even know what they want. They don't even know that they need a guy to provide for them. So they're just like, oh, this guy's cute.
They
They
don't
don't
have
even
enough
know.
wisdom in life.
Wait, are you
No.
calling them dumb?
No,
Don't
no,
take that.
no,
Don't take that, yo.
No.
Get him.
But they
Get him,
don't.
bro.
Well, it's a lot of shit they don't know.
we
though.
love our
Yeah.
people. We love our girls.
So until y'all 35 and your
Yeah,
values
35,
drop off
yeah.
significantly and
Yeah.
find the guy.
Guys,
'Cause you
do
know
not
what you
let
are.
them fool you. Don't let them fool you because we
Fool
live
you.
our best life. Let me tell you, I'm living my best life
Yeah, of
now,
course.
way
Chris,
better than in my
Chris,
Yachts.
Chris,
Chris.
go
So,
behind the scenes.
Anytime a girl
Look
tells me
Instagram, bro.
I'm living I'm living my best life, that's a red flag to
Yeah,
me, bro.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, nah, we already know what time that is.
Yachts,
Y'all know
flights,
No,
parties, vacations,
No.
9 out of 10 times, living your best life means engaging in behavior
private jets,
that leads to potential promiscuity.
if you
Dubai,
live
Anytime a girl says
worldly,
Dubai.
if
What?
you live worldly, we live principally.
He's
Wait, wait,
right.
wait, wait.
If you live worldly, he's 100%
I mean,
right.
You're right.
You're right.
I do have
Yo,
Instagram.
depends on what
Have I
works
not
with it.
proved that women say something and then mean another? I had to translate that BS you said earlier. That your guy was just a bum and you made more money than him. You didn't
No,
want to
I
say
never
it.
said
That's not what you
that.
said.
Is not true. I've never said that. Have I ever said that to Kia?
No. she
Be
never said
honest.
that.
I'm gonna
Of
keep
course
it
you
real.
didn't say it.
No,
Of
I
course
do
you
not
didn't
think
say
he's
it.
a
I
bum
had to
at
say it.
all.
I had to
No,
say
no,
it.
no. He's not a bum at all.
No, we're not saying the bum. We're just saying he was not on your level.
He was on my level. I feel like he needed time for
He was just
himself.
selfish. That's it.
Yeah.
All
There
right,
was a
man.
little bit of selfishness.
This is why, bro. Women say one thing, but they do another, bro. This is why this podcast is so important.
Well, if you
Like,
really
don't be capping. All over the
if you really
place.
loved them, you would have worked it
You
out.
would've-
but
yeah.
Love, you give them freedom.
No.
There's
Love,
no, you don't want
Sometimes you
touch.
gotta let him go.
You
love
don't
is
want touch.
freedom, correct. However, love will sustain until freedom is all the only option. that
Right.
they
So
have.
if we come back around, we might work out.
Man, he come back.
All
All
right,
right. What about you?
Miss Israel.
Uh,
Why'd you give the numbers that you gave? Which, to
So-
remind you, I think it was 35 for the man, 25 to 26 for the female.
yeah. I would say 35 for a man because I feel like most of them would like know what they want at that age, and I wouldn't say that they're fully accomplished, but I would say they're getting there.
Mhm.
And like I'm there to support them. I'm not there to tell them what to do, but I'm there to like do whatever you need me to do to help you get where you need to get.
Okay.
I'm not there to like
support.
be in your business.
Support.
Like I'm not there to like tell you what to do and like all that, but I'm there to support you.
Okay.
You know, you're tired, you want a massage, I'll give you a massage. You want a foot rub, I give you a foot rub. So I grew up Jewish. So for me, when I
Are your
look at
parents
it,
still together?
Hmm?
Are your parents still together?
they got divorced.
Okay. How old were you when they got divorced?
Unfortunately.
Money.
I was 5 years old.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they in Israel right now, or where they at?
So my mom is in Israel. I actually
She rich.
did not get along with my mom so much. I've been living with my dad since I was 15 years old.
Okay.
I
Wow.
moved with him. I felt like he was a better parent and educator and leader for what I needed
Smart
at
move.
the time. Yeah, I definitely love that. I love my dad. He's like
Statistically
amazing.
speaking, single fathers do better than single mothers.
It is
That's
true.
not even
Yeah.
talking shit. That's a
Yeah.
fact. They
Yeah.
do better with raising
Because my
children.
mom, she just, she got divorced, and it was like all these men coming into the house, and it was like not a good environment. And like, again, I love my mom,
Yeah.
but
belongs to the street. God damn.
Sure, Cardi B.
The boys
Women
raised
power.
right. Yeah, man. Okay. What about you? What are your thoughts on this? Because you gave why'd you pick 34 for men and then 22 for women?
so 34 for men, mainly because around that age, it's like obviously when they're gonna have like more money than they had when they're in their 20s. They're gonna be like somewhat more established, just overall more attractive to women, had more game with women, met more women. Like overall, they're gonna have a better chance with women. For women, I
So
feel
you
like
think experience for a guy is important?
experience for a guy
females?
is important. Most women are not gonna date a guy who has no experience. It's pretty rare that a girl is gonna date a virgin. Like very, very rare.
Okay.
So
experience for men is mandatory, but experience for women is not, I guess.
experience for women is like frowned upon for men, really. Like
Oh my God, your misogyny is showing.
yeah, ever so slightly. I mean, meninist, if anything.
Yeah.
So I guess for the two things for women as to why I think like 22 is a good age. Number one, like you said, nobody wants babies to come out like Laba and Peach. Nobody wants that.
Yo, W Pink here, bro. Yo, W Pink here, whatever here that is. Oh my goodness.
Well, yeah, you don't want your kids to be window lickers.
Exactly.
Sorry, continue on.
And so second with the
Just dance, wanna be.
That's so true, though. not the Lady Gaga.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
So and the second reason for that being that women, I feel like saying 18 would be like ideal, obviously, but a lot of women around the age of 18 just don't hit that like submissive role. Like I'm 22 now and I'm just now learning how to be the perfect like submissive, stop questioning my boyfriend, because like we've been together for 2 years. If I was like the perfect girlfriend, he would already propose. So I've had a lot of learning and growing to do in our relationship. I've had to learn to not question him, to be like more of a submissive girlfriend, trust him in his role, and I'm learning to do that more now that I'm 22.
Wow.
And OnlyFans.
All right. I mean, that really takes some critical thinking to say like, this is why I didn't get proposed to XYZ, and then work it backwards.
It's honest. I mean,
That
like,
is-
why would I sit here and like lie to myself and be like, oh, I'm the perfect girlfriend, the perfect wife? He would have married me by now. We've been together for
She's
2 years.
Taking accountability.
Yeah.